So there is white lilac over there and purple lilac. And Anita, you were talking about lilac juice. I've never heard of it. Interesting. So I thought we'd have a walk. It's a long time since we've had a walk up the hamlet, and because it's been a long time since that I've been able to do this short walk for many people, but it's not a short walk for me. But I'm feeling a lot better, and I noticed this morning we were in the Hope shop, and I was looking for Mark, and I did a tour. I toured around it 3 times, quite fast actually, apart from people getting in my way. I was approached in the Hope shop as I got there. I was waiting to talk to Anna and ask her where the toilet was, and she was busy as always. Always busy, always in high demand, and deals with people very gently and nicely, doesn't push them away, doesn't get peed off with them. She must be shattered by the end of the day. And so I was waiting to talk to her, and a man approached me and said, "Are you the YouTube lady?" And my heart sank, and I thought, oh no. And I don't think he noticed, or would have noticed, that I was hesitant in replying, because I've always worried about being spotted out in case I'm spotted by a troll, but I wasn't. It was Peter. Hello, Peter. He was very kind and likes the channel, and yeah, it was really nice, really. So not bad at all. This used to be so well kept. It was the envy of the neighbourhood. And beautiful wisteria growing across the front of it. And I've said it before, there was a queue, for buying it. And now it's been bought by somebody in their 20s, I think. A young chap, and obviously isn't doing the grass. That always used to be kept neat. And, it was kept neat despite the fact that people didn't actually live in it all the time, but they would come back and take care of it. So, things change. California poppies coming up. They're always beautiful when this is a whole bank of them. As we travelled back, so Mark found 4 Spike Milligan books, and I found hobnobs. They didn't have chocolate ones, so I didn't ask, but I didn't see any. But I found some licorice, all sorts, made by, it's called Maynard Bassett's now, but that must be one of the few British confectionery manufacturers who's not been taken over by a bloody Nestle or Kraft. That's quite impressive. Now, will the donkeys be here or won't they? I did see the van the other day, but I can't tell whether there were donkeys in it going up or coming back down. I guess we're going to find out. Oh, I'm puffing a bit now. I can't see any donkeys in the field. Can you hear the cuckoo? I heard the cuckoo last night for the first time and noticed that the woodpecker had stopped. But in the distance I could hear the cuckoo as I went down to put the chickens away. I don't know how much earlier it is than when the UK hear their first cuckoo. There was always a thing about hearing the first cuckoo. God, I'm puffed. So I'm not going to go up there because I don't think the donkeys are there, although you can see that the van's driven in there, but it may have been to pick them up. No. The reason I've come up here is to show you the bluebells. As we were driving back this lunchtime, the verges were full of cowslips and bluebells. It was really pretty. So I thought I'd come up here to where I know the bluebells come up. And I said last year in a vlog, it's not quite like driving past the bluebell woods at Chollock, but it's the best I have here. Ooh. Whew. Right, there we are. That's my limit. Which is not bad really, considering I've done quite a bit of walking today already, and it's a long time since I've been able to walk like this. I think we've been in training for Canada. I've been forced into walking up and down stairs several times a day, and back and forward through the house to get from the bunker through to the hallway and back again, or out to the utility room and back again. So it's certainly, whatever the word is, prepared me. I think Mark is doing so much better with steroid knees. He's got an appointment next week to have the hyaluronic acid put in. I didn't have any money at the Hope shop. Just going to make sure you're not on Zoom as I wander down here. That's better, otherwise it's makes you a bit sick. For some reason I thought I could use a card. And as I was leaving with my goodies, I said, "Oh, sure, I used to be able to pay." "We've never taken a card," said Anna. But luckily there was a bank just down the road, so I went and got some money. But at one point Anna was going to have to pay for our sausage rolls and cups of coffee. It's happening a lot. You know, not having the means to pay. Oh, I found the checkbook. Traced it back by looking at appointments that we'd had where I had taken the checkbook, and the last time I'd used it was for my rheumatology appointment. And yeah, and I thought, well, is it in with my x-rays? Is it in with my reports? And it had been a cold morning and I'd had a scarf on, and it was actually on the back seat of the car underneath the scarf, and I hadn't lifted the scarf, but I did yesterday, so I found that. So anyway, paid money eventually at the Hope shop, but I don't know why I thought they used to take a card. I'm hopeful that our house sitters will enjoy walking up into the woods, walking up to the fields, enjoy mostly the quietness of the hamlet. You know, the older kids can wander up and down quite safely, which is nice. I just thought I'd come past those cars and not risk having their registration numbers exposed, or they probably are on the way up. I should be alright to vlog in Canada. I was looking, they don't have the same privacy laws as we do here, so there's no law against me vlogging in public, which is quite handy really, because you just can't avoid people, can you, if you're like in a shopping mall or you're at a very busy tourist spot. There. That'll do, I think.